Hello everyone, so welcome to this video where I will be giving you a to-do list project with a complete Python code and also the complete explanation of the code. So this project defines three functions: add task, remove task and view task. You can add a task, you can remove a task and you can view the task. Add task functions add a new task to the list of tasks. It takes a list of tasks as input and print a prompt asking the user to enter a new task. The user enter the task and it will append it to the list of tasks. Remove task functions remove a task from the list of tasks. It takes a list of tasks as input and print a prompt asking the user to enter the task they want to remove. If the task is there in the list, it is removed. If it doesn't, it is removed from the list. Otherwise, the user is notified that the task was not found. View task function prints out all the tasks in the list of tasks. It takes a list of tasks as input and prints the message indicating that there are no tasks in the list if the list is empty. Otherwise, it will print the task list by one. So now, this is the three functions. Let us look at the code now, which will be giving you the complete code in Python. It is written in Python language. Okay, so let me explain you this code to create a program or to create a small software in Python to create a to-do list. So first we are going to define some functions for the operations that we need to perform in our program. So the first function we are going to define is of the name add task. Now, as the name of the function suggests, this function is used to add a task in the to-do list. To define a function in Python, we have to use the keyword def, and after using that keyword, we have to give the name of the function, and then in the parenthesis, we can pass the parameter. So we are passing a parameter called as task here. Now, after every function, I have given a comment to explain what this function will do. So this function adds a new task to the list of tasks. So what is the role of this function? This function will add a new task to the list of tasks, whatever the user want to add in the to-do list. After that, we will print enter the task. Now this print function or this print statement is used to help user to make our software user friendly, so that the user will get the instruction what the user has to do when the user will run the program. Whatever task the user will enter, we will call the input function, and it will read the string that the user will enter and it will store that in the task variable. And after that, we will append that task to task dot append, and we will pass the task whatever the user has entered. So this is how this function will add a new task to the list of tasks. Next function is remove task function. Now in this function, it removes the task from the list of tasks. So if task, we will check first, enter the task you want to remove. Now task, whatever the user want to remove the task, we will take that task inside the input and we will put into the task variable. Now we have to check that whether that task is already there in the task list of the to-do list. So we will check if task is in task, then we will call a remove function on task remove. Else we will print task not found, or else we can print no task in the list. Then after that, there is the next function called as the view task function. And now in this function, it will print all the tasks in the list of tasks that the user has entered. So if task, then print here are the tasks. For task in task, you have to print all the tasks. Else you have to print no task in the list. So there are possibility that there will be no task in the list. So it will print no task in the list. Now our function or our program will start from the main function. Okay, we have defined a main function here, and this main function is where our program will start functioning. So let me tell you, when you will run this program, our program will start running from this main function. We have declared a list called as task, TASKS. Now this is a list, this is an empty list to store all the tasks of the user. Now we have created a while loop here. This loop will run until the user chooses to exit. So until and unless the user will choose to exit, our program will keep running all the time. So while true will help us to run our program until and unless the user wishes to exit the program. Now we have printed an instruction for the user. So user have to enter 1 for add task, user have to enter 2 for remove task, enter 3 for view task, and enter 4 for exit. Now we have asked user to enter your choice. and whatever the choice the user is entering, we have put in the choice variable. Now we will check the value of the choice. If the choice is equal to 1, that means the user want to add task. So we will call add task function. If the choice that the user has entered is 2, then we will call remove task. That is, remove task function will be called. Else, if choice is 3, we will call the view task function. Or if the choice is 4, then we will exit. We will use break statement here to exit from the program. Or else, if the user has entered other number from 1, 2, 3, 4, then it will print that invalid choice, please try again. So this is how our while loop will execute. And now here I have written a statement here, if name equal to main, and then I have called the main function. So this particular line of code is actually, this code is a pattern in Python script. Okay, it is used to determine whether the script is being run directly, that is as opposed to being imported as a module or by the user. So if name equal to main, this statement, if name equal to main, this line checks the script is being run directly. The name attribute of the script is compared to the string main, which is convention in Python for scripts that are intended to be run directly. If the script is being run directly, the condition is true and the code inside the if block will be executed. Okay, that is the main function. Now we have written here main function. We have called main function here. So this line calls the main function, which is typically defined in the script as the entry point of the program. So the purpose of this function is to execute the main logic of the script. When you run a Python script from the command line, what happens? It usually runs directly. And if the name equal to main block ensures that the main logic is executed. However, if you import the script as a module, then this if name equal to main block will be skipped and the script will behave as a regular module. So that is the meaning of this line here. I hope you have understood the code. Now let us run. I will show you how this program will run. Is my code running properly? So first I am debugging the program, and now here the program has debugged, and see, it is giving you, it is running from the main function. Let me show you the main function if you have forgot the body of the main function. So you can see here in this main function, first we have written some print statements. So this print statements are printed here. Add task, remove task, view task, exit. Enter your choice. Now we have to enter the choice. So first let us add the task. I have entered one here. So it is asking me enter the task. Now let me enter some task. So alarm for shopping at 3 p.m. So this is the first task I have entered. Okay, now let us see whether this task is entered or not. So we can view the task. For viewing the task, I have to enter 3. So here you can see here the task has been added to my to-do list, and here are the tasks: alarm for shopping at 3 p.m. Let me add one more task. So I am writing again 1. Now it is asking to enter the task. I will write here good morning. So again my task has been entered. Let us view the task. For viewing the task, I will enter 3. So see, alarm for shopping at 3 p.m. good morning. Now let us remove a task. To remove a task, I have to enter 2. Enter the task you want to remove. Suppose I want to remove good morning. So yes, it has been removed. Let us view the task again to check. An alarm for shopping at 3. See, it has already only showing one task. The task has been removed. So this is how you can add a task, you can remove a task, and you can view the task with this program. And to exit from this program, I have to enter 4. And see, I have exit from the program. So this is how I have created a program in Python to create a to-do list project for your, you can submit this project and you can create a good front end, and then also you can with the front end, you can take the values. Instead of taking the values on the console, you can connect it with the front end, and this will be a complete software for you to submit in your project. I hope the whole code has been explained properly to you. If you have any doubt, you can comment me, and you can ask me for the code also in the comment. I will be sending you the code over the email. So thank you so much, everybody.